Everyone, I'll call the meeting to order here on March 29th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. We'll start with our land acknowledgements, and I just wanted to read that we are pleased to be here on the traditional territory of Treaty 6 and the Métis homeland. We acknowledge all those who share a deep connection with this land. The City of Beaumont respects the histories, languages, and cultures of all of Canada's First Peoples, whether they be of First Nation, Métis, or Inuit descent, and appreciates that their presence continues to enrich Canada's vibrant communities. We are all treaty people. The peace treaties bind us all. Just quickly before we get to the adoption of agenda, I just want to recognize that Mayor Daniluk is with us today here on Zoom. And so as Deputy Mayor, I'm chairing this meeting, but the Mayor is certainly with us. So let's move to item number 2, adoption of the agenda. If we could have the motion up on the screen, and if someone's prepared to make that motion, that'd be great. I was just going to go hands. Prepared to move the, I see Councillor Tessier.
Thank you, Chair. I will move that the March 29th, 2022 Special Council Media Meeting agenda be adopted as presented.
Thank you very much. We're just using our hands, and Bill, if you could use the raise hand function to signal your vote as well. That carries unanimously. So that moves us to item 3, closed session. So we just need a motion here to move us into closed session. And Councillor Van Nieuwkerk.
Yeah, thank you. I move the council meet in private to discuss matters protected from disclosure under the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy, FOIP Act, sections 24 and 25. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't think any discussion on the motion, so we'll just call the vote again. Raise your hands, and Bill, if you could raise yours. That carries unanimously. Right. Good evening, folks. Welcome back. Council had a very rigorous conversation in closed session. We do have some business to take care of, and so we've got a few motions to make here. So I'll ask the clerk to put the first motion up on the screen, please. So I am going to move that attachment 5 be created and added to item 3.a, high school site assembly update, and remain confidential pursuant to sections 24 and 25 of FOIP, and that administration take the actions set out in attachment 5 and provide an update to council on these actions by the end of May 2022. That being said, I'll call the question on that motion. All raise your hand, please. That carries unanimously. Thank you very much. Mr. Mayor, I understand that you wanted to move a motion next, so we'll give the clerk a chance to bring this up on the screen.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Thank you for chairing the meeting in my absence while I'm on vacation. Much appreciated for your efforts on my behalf. Thank you, sir. And I will move that administration provide a letter to Star Catholic and Black Gold school boards as confirmation of the city's intent to provide a joint high school site. Sorry.
Thank you. Any, I'll open that up for discussion on the motion from anyone here. No, I will say that I fully support this and looking forward to this letter going forward, and hopefully coming up with a positive outcome for Star Catholic and Black Gold school boards. So
Deputy Mayor, I'll speak to it briefly if I could.
You may. Floor is yours, champ.
Thank you, sir. I just want to state publicly that our city council is keenly aware of the huge need for new high schools for both Star Catholic and Black Gold. We have heard our two mutual school boards with their projections for student population growing, and we need to be proactive as a city council and work with both school boards to come to a mutually agreed upon school sites for the future in terms of building a school for the proper site and building school sites that'll accommodate growth for both school boards and not build less what we need going forward. So building with the intent to expand going forward and making sure both school boards have proper access to school for our residents and their children, and keep Beaumont a great place to live and have kids get educated. So thank you, Mr. Deputy Mayor. I will look forward to the vote. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, I'll call the question on that motion. All in favor? I see that unanimous. Thank you very much. And we have one more motion to come here, and I believe Mr. Van Newkirk is going to speak to that. So we'll ask the clerk to put that motion up on the screen again, please. Over to you, Councillor Van Newkirk.
Yeah, thank you, Deputy Mayor. Motion I'd like to make reads as follows: that by the end of Q4 2022, administration provide an update to council on the development of joint use and planning agreements required for addressing future planning for school sites. For example, including site selection, addressing cost, communication with stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Did you want to speak to that at all?
Yeah, just very briefly. What I would say is that the future of school sites in Beaumont and the availability of them is of the utmost importance. We've heard the community, we've heard the school boards. We're all partners in education, and looking into the future of the educational areas in Beaumont, as in school sites, is in everyone's best interest. So this motion looks to provide some clarity on some of that future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'll add that we're looking to solve some of the challenges for today, as mentioned by the Deputy Mayor, and also looking to plan for the future. So I appreciate that motion. I will be supporting it. Anyone else have any comments on that? No. With that being said, I'll call the question. All in favor of the motion, please raise your hand. That carries unanimously as well. Thank you very much. With that, I believe that leads us to adjournment. I'm looking over at my help. Thank you very much. So we will adjourn this meeting at 9:17 p.m. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.